Hello everyone, I'm Sam Caston and welcome to the mall in Champlain. We're here today at the United States Post Office in Champlain. They're celebrating 200 years of postal service. There's supposed to be something going on here at 1 o'clock. I don't see too much activities right now, but stick with us and we'll see just what's going on. Well, one thing we know they're going to be doing is having a special cancellation of stamps for you.
Today is September 14th. It's Sunday, 1997. 200 years ago today, the post office was established here in Champlain. We are having a special cancellation honoring the event. Some of the local residents of Champlain have been nice enough to donate some of their memorabilia to the office. We have a plaque here talking about Pliny Moore, who was the first postmaster of Champlain. Apparently, the office was located in his house up on Prospect Street, which is now the Racine residence. These are old calendars of different businesses that we had in Champlain. A lot of them I don't remember. William Broder, E.H. Deal Agent, A.E. Ferriol, F.H. Carnes, City Market. These were the compliments of Celine Paquette, who is our legislator. Some of these are old postcards that were donated by Doris Picard of Champlain. This is what Champlain used to look like way back, I think in 1920, that's in the 1920s. Some of that is the old blotters. I don't know if people used to remember the ink blotters they used to have, advertising, politicians, whatnot. There's some old receipts. Our window was painted by Jimmy Sorrell from Champlain. He did a fairly good job. We'll go in here a minute. I don't know if he's following me. What he did is he painted the window with the beginning of the Pony Express, and then he did a birthday cake with 200 years, and then our postman putting mail in the box with a dog, which is always the mail carrier's best friend. We have this little booth set up here is the Legion in Dannemora, who my husband is manning it. He's used to be former postmaster of Dannemora, New York. It was a cachet that we had done of the prison a few years ago. No, Marianne, stay there. We have our two clerks who are going to be doing the special cancellation today. Julie Babby on the left and Brenda Munnick on the right. What we're offering is 5 cachet envelopes depicting the seals starting back 1808, is it? Yeah. Up until the present time with the different logos, and I have a sample of the cancellation in the back. We are giving out coloring books to the kids. I have a brochure that is I've made up commemorating the event, and I have some booklets telling a little bit about the saga of the Pony Express. Marianne Kerr brought in some pictures. She's a clerk here in Champlain of when we were working a Canadian strike, which they are talking about the end of the month again, so we might have another little poster we'll be able to add on to that. And Gerald Mayo and Teresa Venn gave us some memorabilia of when they worked here. There are some pictures of Frankie Manette and Gerald when they were rural carriers here. We've got the old type post office box locks that we used to have on the boxes years ago. This was given to Gerald from the postal crew when he retired. Gerald was a Million Mile Club member of the post office. That's meaning he drove 1,000,000 miles without having an accident. He brought in his plaque and his little badge they gave him. And this was some more memorabilia of stuff that he had while he was working in the post office. Down here we have the old badges that we used to wear on the uniforms, which is one of the cancellations of the cachet envelopes that they're having today. And over here is the old money order records. This was donated by Mrs. Beebe, my mother, in Cooperville. And what it is, it's years ago when you made a money order out, you used to have to write them down, who made the money order out, where the money order was going, and what the amount was for. Now that's changed a lot with automation. They just make the money order out and we don't have to know where it's going.
Getting a picture of the first customer of the day. Celine Paquette.
Yeah, but I didn't get my letter that the girls were out of so I figured
A beautiful building, 4 or 5 stories high.
yeah, Margaret Senecal,
And then there was also
This is the same thing as this Roger Taft, local artist.
was it after Margaret and Margaret?
Made posters, he said $3 and $8.32.
didn't even touch it until here. What on top of it, Mary? I don't know what. A replica. A replica.
We're going to have just a little ceremony.
I didn't get my rump.
I was waiting for Mr. Buell, but he's not here. Here, Mary, but do you think maybe he'll be coming later? Well, if he does, we'll do it later. Today we are celebrating our 200th anniversary of the post office. Wow, 200 years. I think I've spent 26 years of my life on those 200 years. We have a special cancellation today, and it's offering 5 cachet envelopes of the different seals that they've had in the postal career. I've got a brochure that I'm giving out as a memory of the 200th celebration, and it lists all the postmasters that were here, starting back in 1797 with Pliny Moore. He, I believe, held his office at his home, which was very common years ago for postmasters to hold their post offices in their houses. And as you see, there's a big overturn of postmasters, and that was the reason because it was political. If it was a Democratic office, you had a Democratic postmaster. If it was Republican, you had a Republican postmaster. Now, postmasters are promoted due to merit. One of the things that has changed is that years ago, the post office was funded by the government. Now we are not funded by the government anymore. We're supposed to be a non-profit organization that's supposed to not make money but hold our own, which I think we do. It's hard sometimes because we have to make money to stay in business, give a service, and still break out even, and that's not always easy. Today we have a few of our local residents that are here. We have Celine Paquette, who is our county legislator. We have Marie Béchard, who's our village historian. We have Julie Babby and Brenda Munnick, who are 2 clerks here from the post office, and Mary Ann Kerr. I have Florence Carden, and I have Doris Picard, who are village residents here. And to commemorate this event, I would like to present Celine Paquette with a framed cancellation of the present, the cachet. I have one for Marie Béchard, who's our village historian. Thank you very much. And I also have one for Doris Picard, who was nice enough to lend us some pictures to commemorate this special event. We have cake, cookies, punch, and coffee. I hope that I'm around at least another 10, 15 years. I won't be around for the next 100, but at least we'll have something to put down in history. Thank you for all coming. Now the gate. Yeah, I think there'll be people off and on all day.
You did a fine job.
We'll give you a better shot, I hope, of the paintings that I think you said Jimmy Sorrell painted in the post office windows. That's going to end our coverage today of the post office celebrating 200 years.